Hey everybody, hope you're having a great week so far. Just wanted to leave a little bit of feedback and some heads up. And yeah, let's see if I can make this happen. So, the comic strip, I had a lot of fun looking at those, some really good stuff. Some things where I'm like, I don't understand exactly what's going on, but I thought I'd highlight some things that I thought worked well. So I want to point this one out. Um, let's see, this is Nicholas. So what I like about this one is a couple things. I like the way Nicholas posted it as a image, which is not that big of a deal, but like just being able to open up PowerPoint, put some text boxes over there, and then either take a screenshot or export it as an image is a little bit difficult, but I think makes it easier for people to get into, easier for me. Um, Good job, some of you reaching out, not knowing how to do that. New skills that you can learn, which will be helpful in themselves. So, hey Jimmy, what's up? Hey, did you hear about the fire? So some ambiguity there. What? No, was it at? Oh, it was a fire. Oh, it was in Frank's backyard. Oh, it was just in the backyard. Wow, I thought you meant something bad, not a bonfire. Oh, yeah, apparently the house blew up. And so kind of the back and forth of, should I be alarmed? No, I shouldn't be alarmed. Oh, I should be alarmed. Um, just something kind of quirky about him walking away as well at the end. Just like, it's no big deal. This happens all the time. Um, I just thought that worked as kind of a 2-3-1 um, kind of building and then pulling back and undercutting all of the stuff that had been building. I also like the feedback of how to do the posting, which I think a lot of times we focus on just the content of the post, but I think I appreciate when students help other students figure out the technology. Speaking of comments, I really liked Carol's post, especially her um, feedback on other um, people's posts. Just loved the um, specific, like addressing the person. Here's what I take from it, kind of summary, kind of um, what I get from it. It just seemed like a lot of effort and time went into it, which I appreciate. So we're getting into some interesting stuff. A few heads up. So the Trifles jury, I had yet again had problems with Mark and Marcus not being in a group, but I caught it and put them in a group. So if you notice, well, firstly, um, hopefully they are able to repost their stuff, and then if you notice them in your group, make sure that they're included. If you noticed in chapter 8 that there was a missing link or a broken link, um, there was a way to make it work though. If you just paste it into a new tab or open it as a new tab, it will work. And then as far as the peer feedback, if you're worried about there not being not seeing the commentary that you leave, that's actually part of Canvas where it wants to have privacy where only the person who gets it and then the teacher can actually see that. So it's more a privacy issue than anything, but it's intentional. So not a problem. And then as far as feedback um, on what's coming up, I'd say just as a working in groups is going to be most successful if you try to balance a few things. So if you try to balance politeness with um, being really focused on what can they get from your feedback. So like critical feedback that yes is polite, but is not just pat on the back. I usually tell my class they're going for a hug, slap, hug. So you're going, yes, for hugs. You want to build up your people that you're commenting on. Use of questions can be a great way of making the slap sting a little bit less of like, hey, had you considered this? So it's a question, but it's also, I think you should do this. So kind of try to take that moving forward. Keep trying to catch up. I've updated the grade book where I got some feedback that I needed to plug in some assignments that hadn't been graded as zeros. So if your grade is dropped from reasonably high to pretty low, it's probably because of missed assignments that I just barely caught up. So check your grades, keep trying to get assignments in, and good work. Keep it up, and I'll see you next week. That's not what I meant.